Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll. They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll. Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012. A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M. And also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon. But being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better. Second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The offensive starters now for the Jets. Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power. Gets to the perimeter and can outrun people. Catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner. On second down, here's Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack. And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
All right, here we go.
There was none there for him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to Mixon on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. That catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And able to find Kirk complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To the air again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to fire this thing deep right. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he football. Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here? Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. The Steelers looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bears looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Lions playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gordon, he'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, dog?
Not much. I'm trying to drive.
Good, fool. All right.
I'm trying. Oh, wait. You there? How do I get out of there?
Slow and steady.
I know my guy got injured, too.
4
Grant,
yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down
I
to
know.
the 6-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a
Yeah,
good
the end of the
play
first
caller,
half was
you've
kind of
already
crazy,
looked ahead
too.
and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Niners on third down.
He might
They're
be
at
knocked out.
4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Antonio Callaway from 6 yards away. And
You
the
don't
49ers add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter
know,
what the
huh?
lead, always trying to increase it.
Wow.
You never know what can happen in this NFL.
I thought I was going to throw an interception right there. That was close. Oh, Bruce Sternum. Yeah.
Rosas to add the extra point.
Yeah.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Right.
So that drive spans 13 plays.
Well, you know me, I like
and
the
it's
drag
polished off
routes
by
a
touchdown
lot.
for
So.
San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at
Dang,
the 25.
I ate up like
So
6
here's the
minutes
Jets
worth of clock
offense
right
now
there.
as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's caught. Lock it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Yep.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
You like that, huh?
It's 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
All right, what are you going to give me now? Nah. Who are you going to?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh, now, Oh, okay.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He completes it to
Oh,
Bryant.
damn.
And they get him down, but not
They
before
did.
he takes it across the 40.
But he paid for it. I know.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Oh, wait, they had Des Bryant?
All the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes,
that's what I'm saying. They had Des Bryant. That's the first time I heard his name all game.
Just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, able to find Kirk complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards.
Meanwhile, my guy's diving all over the place there.
First down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of.
That was payback.
Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
I'm trying.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more.
Oh.
And he will go down outside of the pocket.
Get him.
Trying to get away, but could not. Mike Bennett.
He had all day.
For a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack.
Get him.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long. And the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Yeah. At least I didn't dive on the ground in front of him or anything. I stayed on my feet for him. Like, nah, you ain't getting away. Yeah, I did. Oh, I know, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All right. Come on, guys.
Third and long. It's Tannehill.
No!
Throw
Oh,
right side is going to be
short.
caught by
Too
Kirk.
short.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more.
He ran
Fourth
back.
down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though
That was a goal, then more power to
I
him.
think they
But
accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down where you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
I got to the 30-yard line, so I'm good.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He takes this from the 30 to the 30.
I'm having him as my starter, and the other guy's the
backup. Get a
backup.
drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them.
The third down back.
Get to the fourth quarter. Try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
What's that?
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
2nd and 6. What the heck are they doing?
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
No!
It's loose.
Oh, damn. Whew, heart attack there for a minute. Heart attack there for a minute.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
Hold on. Hello. Hey, happy 4th of July. How you doing? Oh, I know I've stayed inside with the windows closed right now.
Of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Playing video games with your cousins. Oh, yeah.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Oh. Okay.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Couldn't just
we got that going on right now.
Throw the ball on third
I
down.
know.
Got the big completion.
Because after my game, he's playing God.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Yeah.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
It's the only
And he'll
sports
go
we
down
got.
here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, what happened?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about
Yeah, I
the
saw
length of
that.
the
Oh,
football.
Trout did decide to go out, huh?
The recipe's pretty simple, I think.
Yeah, I
right?
could figure
Give
that
your
because he's
superstar the ball,
expecting to,
continue to
you know,
feed him.
his wife is
Yeah, don't
expecting
overthink
to
this
die,
one,
so.
right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the
Don't
run.
be hating.
Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3 yards there, good enough to
Don't
keep
be
the drive
hating.
moving. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak,
Yeah, I heard
defensively.
that.
They're taking their will from them right now.
I
That's what
thought
they're
Price
doing.
was-
Whatever they want to call, it's
Opted
working.
out.
They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw,
Yeah.
no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I
Yeah,
think he
that's
looks
true.
at it
I'm
as,
waiting until
I
they
can do it,
got
so it's not
some
that big
sort
of
of
a deal to
vaccine
me,
or
and I'm
some
gonna
sort
keep
of good
firing.
treatment.
So
for this
1st
stuff.
and goal, 6
You know
points
what I
here
mean?
would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Right.
To throw here, and it's incomplete.
Yeah. So it's
It's
going to be a
always tough
while.
for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks
Yeah.
a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Oh, no, lost the football. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. A call it luck or skill. Whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they're calling it now.
Oh, my
foul
goodness.
ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the
Yeah.
ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
All right. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. We'll do.
Well, he
Nah, I'm
challenged
staying
the
in.
play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player,
Oh,
you threw it
okay.
yourself, but it didn't go your
Well,
way.
you haven't.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He had
Now look at this. They
Oh, yeah?
get the turnover. They
No.
get it. It's intercepted.
I didn't know that.
Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o.
Oh,
And a
oh,
big
dang.
turnover there
That's
as his
funny.
guys will get the football
he's still
back.
hyper as usual, huh?
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
Poor thing.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Uh-huh.
Turning it over, now the door is open
Yeah.
for the opposition.
Just in general, when
Yeah.
you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes
Okay, will
you
do.
can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The
Oh,
Jets
dang. Aren't we
offensive
all,
unit
though?
ready to get going here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
All right. Talk to you later.
The kickers in today's game
Bye.
are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they rub him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can
Yeah, I
put
don't believe I
6
threw
on the
that
board.
away.
We'll see. They needed some breathing room. He gave it
I'm
to
back.
them, 11 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes you get
You
just
know
a
what?
little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually use their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. So a little more space to
talking
work
smack,
with
aren't
here
they?
from the 13 on 1st and 10.
That's okay. My defense will come
Now a
through,
1st down
hopefully.
throw, Tannehill. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards
So is
on
Josh
the
still
catch there,
asleep?
brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah.
Here's Tannehill now on second down.
Get that fool. Oh, you gotta be joking. Come on. You gotta be joking. No, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. Thank goodness.
Fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more.
No, I thought he was
like
going
that
to.
downfield.
Oh my goodness.
One of the bigger plays in the
Yeah,
game
no.
thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
That's
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air again, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New York. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the 49ers will take over.
He tried and he dove on it. Yeah, I know.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken.
Run up the middle.
You just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is Gordon, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
I was waiting on the 2-minute warning there.
We're back.
We needed a break there.
After this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
I changed
right
it.
out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Stop this play. I dare you.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They almost had it. Almost.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers.
What the hell? Look at that. He's trying to tackle him still.
74 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Wow.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but...
Well, so much for the 120 seconds possession time.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
He knocked over the pylon cam. Yeah.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
Yeah.
PAT
I happen to call the perfect play. What can I say?
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds
And a
up
nice little
successful.
spin move. Thank you.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
I'm off on the right foot
and it's
here.
capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
Nah.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
It's going deep.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Wow.
Really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Payback.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He's going to run the ball.
On second and 10, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, and he gets them to 1-0. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Niners, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona.
Oh, dang. We're on the road to you guys. We're playing at your house.
Yeah. I don't think you get your first home game until like week 3 or 4.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Let's see. I gotta wait to...
Yeah, here's Josh.
Dang, I can't upgrade my quarterback yet? He's getting close. He's getting close to his first upgrade.
Damn, he's an 80.
Yep.
That motherfucker is going to be goddamn.
Nice.
We're going to have to kill him.
Oh, he's 6'6". Remember Josh was asking how tall he was? 6'6" out of Ohio State. Nice. Let me get a couple more wins with this guy, and then I'll put him as the captain. Or should I put him as a captain now?
Huh?
Should I set him as a captain?
Who are you going to take off as captain?
I don't think I have one. Well, I have some captains, but remember, I think it was Alex Smith, which I traded away.
Oh. And once you traded him, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, set that fool as captain. Fuck it.
I think Gordon's my other captain. Yep, Gordon's the captain. Yeah, this is my backup, my 79. My 79 rookie.
Damn, he's a backup. That's pretty good.
Well, I had to move him up to backup because I have this guy like third string. He was second string. But he's been in the league, what, 9 years, and he's an 81? So, yeah. No. Oh, add the trading block. Let's see if I can get something for him. Let's see what happens. They're still talking about last year? Really? No. Okay, that fool's... Did you fall asleep too?
Nah.
Oh, I heard someone snoozing.
I'm just watching the stupid shit.
Oh.
Cause I can't advance because somebody is not still here yet.
And I just posted... I just sent a text.
Cool.
Let's see if he says something.
Alright. I'm gonna go poop. Good job, fucker.
Thank you.
Nice win.
Yeah, it was. A little touch and go for a minute there, but it was a good win.
It happens. Be patient.
Yeah.
Run yours. So hopefully this will text us back and then we can get at it. If not,
Yeah.
I'll hit you up later.
All right. Later.